barbecue was taking the cheapest cuts of meat and making it good,
That's a very good point.
It is. It's not taking Wagyu and trying to make it the ultimate because it's already the ultimate. It's taking these lesser cuts that
Like
a lot
ribs.
of times were thrown off. Yeah, they weren't worth anything. And that's how it kind of came about, being able to take a cheap, lesser cut of meat and turn it into something special.
Welcome to Malcom Reed's How to Barbecue Right, a podcast where we talk about barbecue, share recipes, and discuss all things delicious. And now, here's your host, Malcom and Rochelle Reed.
Hey, welcome back to the How to Barbecue Right podcast. I'm your host, Malcom Reed, joined by my lovely, talented wife, Miss Southern Shell, sitting right across from me, and Tyler over here on the boards. Folks, what's happening?
What up?
Y'all having a good week?
Yeah.
So
Pretty good.
Pretty good.
A little crazy.
Got some rain finally, man. I'm excited. So make my stuff grow. Food plots.
How are you doing in Pick'em?
I'm doing fantastic. I've dropped down to like the 70s, right where I expected to be. I suck. I'm horrible at pick'em.
I am 89.
I had clawed back a little bit, and then I fell back. Last week was not a good week. I'm gonna tell you what though, them Vikings look strong. We go ahead and end the season now. I'm on cloud 9, Jack.
Your opinion changes.
The Bengals didn't want none of that last week. It was over like quick. Like they just, when the defense scores 2 touchdowns out the gate, that's hard to come back from.
Yeah. The defense looked really good. Do you think they're going to do as well this week?
Absolutely. Who do they play this week? I don't even know. I've already picked them and I don't remember. Is that bad? No, I don't know if they're going to do good this week or not. I didn't pick them to be low score. Like, see, that's how my luck goes. I picked the Vikings to have the lowest score last week. I was like, man, this ain't good.
I went
Got a backup quarterback. Hey,
I'm 18th.
no, you're not.
Yes.
18? You broke top 20? Oh.
Meat Sweats is in number 1.
Well, Meat Sweats will be hard to beat.
So, yeah, I'm gaining on him.
I'm coming back this week. Last week, there's a bunch of
I know
bad
so
things.
little about pro football.
The line is what makes it tough. I mean, not that I could pick them all right if I didn't have the line, but it just throws another little wrench in the system.
Shell's definitely whooping everybody here, I'm pretty sure.
Is she? Yeah.
She's in first place in her office.
Usually that's how it goes.
But she's just going through there. I'll take that favorite.
That's exactly what I'm doing.
Put no thought into it.
I do put a thought. It depends on like the spread a little bit.
Well, she's voting without a bias, which is very important.
Yes,
That's
kind
true.
of.
That's true. You're not just picking based on the mascot and team color.
A little bit. I do like blue. Colts
Are they
blue.
wearing the blue uniforms? I'm picking them.
This weekend, on Sunday, you did kind of a classic barbecue plate.
I did.
Lunch.
Got to craving some dry ribs, Memphis style dry ribs.
They were good.
So I decided to wake up Sunday morning and throw some on the pit. And I fired up my Outlaw at the house. And, man, I didn't do nothing hard to them. Hit them with just a little bit of AP and a little bit of hot rub and threw them on there and kept that post oak rolling. And they smoked. I guess I smoked them for about 3 hours. And then I was like, they got plenty of color on them. I don't want to get too dark.
Because you were planning to do no wrap.
Yeah,
right?
I was going to do no wrap, but they got a little darker than I anticipated. I don't know what was up with that. But they still look good. I mean, they just didn't want to get any darker. So I wrapped them in full, and it was only in full maybe an hour tops. It was a 4-hour rib.
What'd you put in your wrap?
I put a little butter, patted to a butter, a little bit of vinegar sauce, and then just a line of maple syrup, real maple syrup from Wisconsin.
I saw you doing it. I was like,
You're like, you're going to make them ribs sweet. I know what you're doing. Them dry ribs. Started yelling at me. I said, just trust me. They're going to be good. I'm going to dry them out at the end. And that's what I did. Once I got them tender where I wanted them, and I probed them. I ain't going to lie. I probed them. They were like 206, 207. I was like, oh, these are ready. Felt good. Carefully took them out of the wrap, laid them back on the grate, hit them with a little more dry rub on the backside, flipped them over, hit them with a little dry rub on the top side.
what dry rub?
Just a little regular, the barbecue rub. I didn't want any more salt on them. I just kind of wanted a little bit of flavor and some color just to pretty them back up from having them in that wrap. And they dried out. I didn't let them go at like 10 minutes. It wasn't long. Then I brought them in and put them on the cutting board, and we ate Sunday barbecue dinner on Sunday.
We had baked beans.
Yeah, I threw a pan of baked beans on the pit that you threw together. Those are good, too.
It is something about putting them on the pit.
Oh,
like
yeah.
Baked beans in the oven is nowhere near as good.
No,
Same
you
recipe, same
Get
everything.
that smoke flavor, I guess is what it is, and all that all the stuff from the grill that's falling on them because I didn't cover them up. I just let them roll. Man.
You gotta
Stir
leave
them up every
them.
once in a while. They make kind of like this crust on top. And you
Yes.
stir that up, and it's just the beans. That trick to cooking that beans, you got to cook it long enough for that bean juice to start thickening it up a little bit,
Mm-hmm.
but not get the beans tough because they will get tough if you cook them too long. And that's just when they're perfect. And it's just I had some bacon in the fridge that we had left over that was already cooked, and I crumbled. I told you to throw that in there when you just doctored them beans up. And
So I take the beans and I drain them.
because this is just
And it's
Bush's
strained.
baked beans.
Yeah,
Like,
just a can of Bush's baked
we
beans.
ain't going from dry. This ain't soaking beans and turning it into.
I don't even know how to do that. And then you just add, whatever you want.
Cheap barbecue sauce.
Cheap barbecue sauce. I like to put a little extra barbecue sauce where it's you would almost call them soupy, because if they sit on that pit, it's going to thicken up, reduce.
It does reduce. That's right. They were good. They were really good. I made a homemade potato salad.
Mm-hmm. Use your recipe on your website.
That's too easy.
It is.
Boiled a couple pounds of new little red potatoes, cut them up a little bit, and then mix them up. We did some eggs. We had deviled eggs.
They were really good.
Yeah.
So the trick that we've learned for deviled eggs is adding a little tablespoon of not melted butter, but room temp softened butter to your deviled egg mixture. Oh, it's good.
It creams it up.
Yeah.
And man, it makes it really, the bite's really good. Yeah, it makes it really rich.
That sounds awesome. It kind of reminds me of when y'all were talking about doing it in the eggs or whatever. Like, I guess the mayonnaise.
Yeah, the mayonnaise element. It's the mayonnaise.
And the oil to make it rich. Sounds good.
And then we had coleslaw.
I had some coleslaw. Had some rolls, hot rolls from the oven. It was just a straight up barbecue lunch.
It was good too.
Ribs and 3 sides with deviled eggs and rolls. And a gallon of tea. We even made sweet tea.
I never make sweet tea.
Yeah.
And we had a small little sausage cheese plate.
Mm-hmm. So I was hanging out. So I went to that thing in Mossy Oak last week, and I was hanging out with some of my buddies from Rolling Thunder. Jacob, he kind of does all their marketing, social stuff there at Rolling Thunder. And he told me he's been cooking. He said, this is the most requested when he has people over at his house. They want his sausage and cheese. And he said, do you want me to tell you what the secret is? He said, I take a bottle of ranch dressing and a bottle of your barbecue sauce, and I mix them 50-50. Ranch and barbecue sauce, the barbecue sauce. And that's the dipping sauce for his sausage and cheese. And then he said King Cotton brand Cajun flavored sausage. It's a smoked sausage. You find it. Ours, see, I think King Cotton might have relabeled a little bit because they just had Kings now, but it looked like the same packaging. I don't know if it's different companies or what, but at our store, it was just called King's Cajun flavored sausage.
It is.
And so we bought it, and you just put a link of that, put it right on the pit. Don't do anything to it.
It's rightly seasoned.
It is. Does it say rightly seasoned?
Yeah.
I know that's King Cotton if it says rightly seasoned. They just dropped the cotton, didn't they? But anyway, you put it on the pit. Don't put anything on that sauce, that Cajun sausage. You take it off and you cut it up into bite-sized pieces, and then you dust it with hot rub and you toss it. And you serve that with whatever kind of cheese cubes or slices you want with that combo of the ranch and the barbecue sauce. And it's a really good bite. I was like, this would be really good on like something fried to dip it.
Oh,
like fried dill pickles or, anything like that.
You know those fried onion loaves? That's what I thought of. I was like, I want to dip fried onion, either fried onion petals or fried onion loaf in that barbecue. And
onion loaf. Is it Corky's?
Corky's does one.
Yeah.
A lot of steakhouses will do them.
Mm-hmm. That's an old school thing. You
Yeah.
don't get a whole lot anymore. But it was like the whole basket is like onion rings that they just kind of squish all together. It's kind of like a compressed blooming onion. Mm-hmm. But it would be good on a blooming onion too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Really good.
I like that.
I want to say somebody used to serve that. It was almost
it
like.
It tasted like a sauce I'd had before.
Yeah. I want to say it was whatever restaurant had those little onion petals. And it may have been Applebee's. I can't remember. This has been back in the day. But they served a sauce like that. It was a combo a creamy barbecue sauce almost. Because it had a little smokiness to it. And then the Chipotle flavors came out and everybody got away from that. And they started going Chipotle with everything. But I think it was Applebee's. I'm not positive.
I'm going to use that sauce like for something else. Like I really like that.
Absolutely.
We used a homemade ranch because I think homemade ranch.
I think just a bottle.
But I think a bottle would work.
Hidden Valley and the barbecue sauce and mix those, or Kraft and mix those.
That might be my new.
I don't know if Blue Plate has a ranch, do they?
No.
They have a ranch sauce? They need to make one.
when I used to work at Underground, we had a barbecue salad we would do that was like pretty much just a mixed green salad, but it had tons of pulled pork on top, and then they would do the half barbecue, half ranch on top, and it was
really good.
Really good.
Ooh, that's a good idea. I didn't even think about that.
So, you know what we did? We made the kind of the ranch dip. It was sour cream mayo ranch packet.
Mhm.
If you did
Blue
the one
Plate.
where it's, Blue Plate. Blue Plate mayo.
That's the only way to do it.
Yeah, cup of Blue Plate, cup of whatever kind of sour cream. I think we used what's the blue sour cream?
Daisy?
Daisy, yeah. Daisy brand sour cream and a pack of Hidden Valley ranch seasoning. And that makes it awesome ranch dip for like wings or anything you want to be
Celery, carrots.
a little thicker. But what it needed the version where you use the milk or the buttermilk.
The buttermilk and mayonnaise.
Yeah, instead of using the sour cream. That way it would have been more like a dressing, and then you mix that with the sauce, and I bet it would be, the consistency would be a little different, because our consistency was more like a dip.
Yeah, it was thicker.
Yeah, it was thicker. I bet you would want it a little bit thinner for that application.
Well, I want to try it again, just buy a bottle of, Hidden Valley
Yeah,
ranch.
just store brand, off
Yeah.
the shelf ranch. There are some places in Memphis that serve their sausage and cheese plates with ranch. They don't have barbecue sauce, and I always thought that was a little, because usually I think of like a grainy mustard or a honey mustard or something like that when I'm doing a sausage and cheese, or barbecue sauce. A lot of times we'll just pour some barbecue sauce in a little ramekin and set it out there. But bringing that ranch into it is just another level. It just is really good. Thank you for sharing that with me, Jacob.
Yeah, I know. I feel like I found a new sauce. I didn't even think about using it for like a salad dressing.
Barbecue salad.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
You've never done a barbecue salad.
That's
Sounds
not
healthy.
right.
Let's take this
I
healthy
eat
day.
coleslaw with my barbecue. Is that close enough?
We also have a really easy coleslaw recipe that works.
It never fail.
That's so good.
It's too easy. You don't have to mix up anything. You just pour it out the bottle. It's just coleslaw dressing, slaw. Let it sit.
I can't say the name.
But you can find it at the grocery store.
You can find it at your grocery store. It rhymes with Luke's. But it's coleslaw dressing.
I spit my coleslaw.
And
That's
it's
funny. Luke's.
It's so good. You can't really mix one up as good almost.
Oh, I can, but it's wine.
Yeah.
I mean, sugar, vinegar, and mayonnaise is basically all it is, a little bit of seasonings. But when it's in the bottle and you just open the bag, dump it in a Ziploc bag, squirt that in, shake it up, stick it in the refrigerator, it's ready to go in an hour.
And good.
And good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it don't get no easier than that. People ask for that recipe. Well, you need a quarter cup of mayonnaise, a tablespoon or two of vinegar.
It's complicated. I'll have to.
Yeah, let me write it down for you. So it's just a bottle of Luke's. Oh, we do have our concentrate came in. Me and Tyler tried it this morning.
Okay, so we got our Blue Plate barbecue.
Y'all
concentrate.
check this out. We talked about it on a podcast here a week or so ago. And Shell found it. Did you find it on Amazon?
Yeah, of course.
It is Blue Plate barbecue sauce concentrate.
And it's in a
Gallon jug.
Yeah, 1
the
gallon
directions say mix it with, you might not can read it on there, but it was, what was it? Mix it with dark brown sugar and water.
Yeah.
To reconstitute.
1 pound dark brown sugar, half gallon hot water to 1 gallon of this.
To 1 gallon of that to make the Blue Plate barbecue sauce.
But you just tried it straight out of the bottle. You
we
didn't mix
stuck
it
a
up.
spoon in it and tried it. It's thick. It's not bad though.
No.
I swear, I'm pretty sure that's Top's barbecue sauce. I'm not going to go out. I'm not going to put money on it, but I'm pretty sure it tastes like Top's barbecue sauce.
I want to mix it up and
Oh, you want to do the whole? Just cut that ratio back. I don't want to make a whole gallon of it.
We'll have to redo the ratio for like a cup of this. And
I really think that. So it doesn't have a sugary taste at all. It's more of a mustard barbecue sauce. It doesn't. I mean, it's kind of orange looking, but it has the flavor of like a mustard based barbecue sauce. And I like mustard based barbecue sauce, so that's one. It's not too sweet. But
would it be good on sausage cheese plate?
Yeah, not straight out the concentrate. It's too thick. Like
would you add the sugar?
I'd probably I wouldn't use dark brown. I would either think about using like white sugar or just light brown sugar in it, and then the water would be fine. But I think like if you cut the sugar out and you just added water to it, it would make a really good mopping sauce. and make a really good based, like a mop based, because it has all the barbecue elements. It has a smokiness to it. It has like chunks of onions or garlic in it. It was kind of chunky a little bit, or at least the spoon that I tried was. But it wasn't bad. It wasn't bad at all. It's just a little thicker than you. I mean, I guess because it's concentrate.
Yeah, that might explain it. So this week,
So if y'all want to try something, go on Amazon. You can buy that.
it wasn't that expensive.
30 bucks?
It was like no, it was less than 20.
Oh, wow.
Okay. So you just need a pound of sugar and water's free. Just get it out the tap.
I wish they sold it in a smaller.
All you got to do is scoop it out. Just work your ratios.
So this week you made a poke bowl.
I did. Are y'all fans of poke? I know you are
I
now.
love poke bowl.
Mhm.
Tyler, does your family eat poke bowls?
I've only had one time, and it was really, really good.
Yeah.
I've never made them at home, though.
So a poke bowl is basically a rice bowl. That's a
Well,
good way to
okay.
think of it.
So I got a little Shell's Learning Corner here for you.
Okay.
So you posted that picture in the community.
Is it pokey? Is that how you say it?
And a lot of
It's
people,
pokey?
yeah, I guess. Are we saying it wrong?
I don't know. Probably. I say everything wrong.
Anyway, and a lot of people were saying that's not pokey because it wasn't raw.
Oh, does pokey have to be raw?
So I went and looked it up.
Yeah.
Pokey just means to cut into chunks.
Oh, I did that.
It started with raw ahi tuna in Hawaii,
Mhm.
but the word isn't locked to raw fish. It's about the diced up style. The original one was raw ahi tuna marinated with soy, sesame, onion, and seaweed.
Mhm. Mhm.
But in Hawaii, you'll see all kinds of versions of poke. They have octopus, shrimp, crab, tofu, whatever.
Spam.
Some of it's cooked, some of it's raw. So it doesn't have to be raw. It's the chunks
Mhm.
on top of the bowl.
Well, I know when you go to Poke Brothers, you can get shrimp, and they're not giving you raw shrimp.
Yeah. And you get salmon too. They don't give you the raw salmon.
Is salmon not raw there?
Uh-uh.
Okay. Well, I did salmon, and I did cut it into chunks. It was kind of like making salmon burn ends. That's what I did with it. Basically, I told you to get us a fillet each, and they're probably 4 or 5 ounces each, maybe, of salmon. And then I took those fillets, I cut it off the skin, filleted it off the skin, and then I kind of cut it in half longwise, and then come back and chunked it. So I had these kind of maybe not quite 1 inch by 1 inch, but probably 3/4 inch by 3/4 inch cubes of salmon. And what I did, there was this, we were at Trader Joe's up in Memphis, and this has been several months ago. And there was, that's the first time I'd ever been in one. It's a pretty cool little store. But they had all different kinds of sauces and stuff. And this lady
Their sauces are
rushed
good.
up by me and ran her basket up in there and was grabbing this sauce. She said, "Are you getting that sauce?" And I was like, man, I guess she thought I was supposed to get her sauce or something. So she brushed me out of the way there to grab this sauce. And,
Several bottles of it.
several bottles. She grabbed 3 or 4. And so at that point I was like, I'm getting me one too, She turned me into a frenzy. I grabbed me a bottle of it. And then I guess she saw that. She said, "Have you tried this before?" She actually was polite. And I said, "No, ma'am." And she says, "We love it. We eat it on everything." And it's like their version of some kind of teriyaki sauce. And so I had it in the pantry after I never brought it home. I didn't even think to try it once I got it home. I done got out of that mode of having to
Imagine
grab
that.
this sauce. It was an impulse because that lady was trying to get it all. I wasn't going to let her get all of them. I had to get one.
Our whole
I didn't wanna miss
pantry is filled with random sauces,
Condiments.
pickle. Yeah.
Yeah. Heck yeah. And everybody's. But anyway, so I was like, man, I bet you this sauce, because would be good on salmon, because I was just using some marinade. So when I cut up all that salmon, I just poured some of that sauce in there and gently tossed it and stuck it in the refrigerator.
Is that all you marinated it in?
Yeah, that was it. Just straight out that bottle. And I don't remember what brand it is. You can probably look it up on Trader Joe's and tell everybody, but it's like a white and blue label. It's really, really good, like Asian style marinade, teriyaki marinade. But it could use it as a salad dressing. I think that's what that lady said they did with it. It's a salad dressing. But anyway, so I cooked my rice, just jasmine rice, according to package directions.
Did you do anything fancy to the rice?
No, pinch of salt, tab of butter. That's it. That's how I'd standard do rice. 18 minutes on, bring it to a boil, stir it. I didn't wash it like everybody says you're supposed to do on
I
TikTok.
never washed my rice.
30 minutes of washing rice. My mama never washed her rice. I ain't washing mine.
I never do.
I started y'all getting this dirty rice. Probably the same place you get this dirty chicken.
Started this whole thing the other day.
Washing rice. Do you wash yours?
I have, but I don't
Does
know
it make a
why.
difference?
I don't want to. From the other day when we had it, no, I mean it was fine.
Yeah, it tastes the same.
Yeah.
Still tastes like rice. Tastes just like rice.
It's just like something my mama has always done. So
Yeah. Oh, your mom washes her rice?
Yeah. So by nature, just always wash my rice.
Rinse your rice off. I tell you what's better than rinsing it. Melting a little butter and browning that rice in the bottom of the skillet a little bit first. That makes a good tasting rice.
Oh, I did one where I did scallions, some
With the
scallion
butter?
whites with the butter and the rice and sauteed it and then added my water and let it.
Just
It was
until it
so
smells
good.
nutty. Just
Yeah.
you're not browning the butter and you're not browning the rice. You're just coating it, and that rice, every little kernel's kind of getting coated in that buttery mixture. Stir it around a little bit, and then add your water and bring it to a boil. Cut it down. 18 minutes. It's perfect.
The scallion rice I did it was really good. I bet you could do a little garlic or whatever
absolutely.
whatever
Whatever
flavors you
there.
wanted.
So I got my rice going. I made some quick pickles. So it was,
Okay, talk about these. Those were delicious.
they were really good. And all it was I took an English cucumber and I washed it and sliced it thin with the peel still on it. And I like the English cucumbers because they don't have big seeds. It's they don't hardly have any seeds. They have a little, but not much. And then I took them and kind of put it out in a big bowl and used 2 tablespoons of just kosher salt over it and tossed them and let them set for 10 minutes on the counter. And it starts pulling moisture out of the cucumber slices. Well, I drained that moisture off and left the salt on it. I mean, it's just 2 tablespoons for a big cucumber. And then I took, in like a little Pyrex bowl, I put some rice wine vinegar. I think it was 3 tablespoons, 2 tablespoons of soy sauce, 2 tablespoons of honey, and a big pinch of red pepper flakes. And I popped it in the microwave for 3 minutes until it was really rocking and stirred it up where all the honey and everything was incorporated. And then I put all my pickles over into like one of these little quart plastic takeout containers. Like you get soup in at the Asian restaurant.
Those are the best containers.
Oh, yeah. And then poured that hot liquid over it and just let it sit on the counter for a few minutes and then stuck them in the fridge right beside my salmon where it was marinating. And then the rest is just prep. You cut up green onion, cut up cilantro, made a little spicy mayo with some sriracha and some Blue Plate. I had some toasted sesame seeds, bought a little bag of this, was it little Asian? It's like an Asian crunch topper.
Yeah.
It's kind of like.
It had some crispy fried onions.
Wontons and almonds.
Yeah, little wonton strips and almonds.
It's like stuff, it's salad topper basically. It's probably on the salad topping aisle over there by the produce. But I'm pretty sure, let's see, and sliced up an avocado. And that was it. So what I did when it got time to cook, my rice was about done. Heated my air fryer up to 400. Sprayed my little racks on my air fryer, and I took those little pieces of salmon marinated and, arranged them on my rack and then sprinkled them with just a little bit of king crawl just to give them a little dry seasoning. Not much, just over the top, not all the way around. Stuck them in there, and usually a piece of salmon will cook in about 13 minutes on 400 in an air fryer. You only want to cook it to where it's about 135 internal. It's kind of like a medium, right past medium rare. Now, the cubes cook faster. They only took, and I watched them after like 7 minutes, which I knew was about halfway. I kind of opened my air fryer and used the Thermopin to check one of the bigger cubes to see where it was, and it was like 124. And I said, well, the smaller ones are probably getting there, but I wanted that big one to at least get to like 134. So I let it go a couple more minutes. It was like 9 minutes total. And I took the salmon out, and then you just build your bowl. You put a little rice in there, arrange your toppings. I hit it with just a little bit of everything, I made a little Asian slaw too, because we had another bag of coleslaw we didn't use, like dry slaw. And so I took some, it was like 2 tablespoons of soy sauce, about a half a tablespoon of sesame oil, and then a little tablespoon of rice wine vinegar, a little bit of honey to sweeten that up. And then I threw some of the whites of the green onions over there, and then just a couple pinches of the green onion tops, the scallion tops, and stirred that up, put it on that coleslaw, and stuck it in the fridge too. So you had all these little fresh ingredients.
Did we use all that Asian slaw?
No, I think there's still some of it left in there.
I didn't try that by itself.
It was good. It wasn't sweet. I didn't put too much honey. I kind of wanted it to still have. It was going for like that element. It's like you need something that's kind of crisp, but I wanted that sesame oil and soy flavor in it to kind of give it some Asian notes. And then I sprinkled after we did that, you kind of squeeze the sriracha mayo over the top and dust it with some sesame seeds. And that's it. It's easy.
Sriracha mayo was
just
good.
The salmon and the mayo was great. That would be a good little appetizer or even entree, whatever you want to do it. Those salmon bites with that mayo as a dipping sauce. It was really good.
That would be a good little appetizer for a small group, you know?
Yeah, it's really good. It's a good way to eat salmon. It's a great way to get kids to eat salmon. Because Michael, when we first started cooking it, he didn't like it. But when we started cooking it in the air fryer and it would get crispy on the outside and it wasn't overcooked, that's the big thing. If you overcook it, salmon's not good. But when it's in that medium rare, medium range, it is really, really good. It's pretty delicate at that point. You know, it flakes real easy.
Yeah.
It's like, but once you cook it past, it all changes colors. It wants to go to getting white looking. And it gets a fishier note to me. It's like, I don't know.
It doesn't taste nearly as good. Yeah.
But try a poke bowl. They're easy. And plus, you can kind of let people build their own. If they don't like some toppings, don't put them on there. But you can put all kinds of stuff on it.
I love how you're like, it's easy. I just made
slaw. 30 minutes. It's a 30-minute meal. 30-minute meal. You can do the whole thing in 30 minutes.
It's a lot of prepping and chopping.
And not much cooking.
Yeah. And you like to prep and chop a lot.
The only thing you do, if you can boil water and you can turn on the air fryer, you can do that dish. And the rest of it's just mixing stuff up and chopping stuff up.
Those pickles were
they would go with
good.
It. They had a little bit of an Asian flair to them with the soy sauce in there, but it was more like umami flavor. It was like, and it was a quick pickle too. And I had them sliced thin enough to where they still stayed crunchy. They didn't get soggy. Now I hadn't tried them.
Imagine they're probably a little soggy.
Yeah, that's probably like a 5-day tops in the refrigerator pickle. They're not meant to like store for a long period of time. It's a quick pickle.
You know how you do those ribs with an Asian flair? I bet those pickles would be really good with a Asian-y pork.
Yep, I guarantee it would.
So, I saw a TikTok the other day in the comments. I was going to read them to you. So it was, what's the dumbest barbecue hill you'll actually die on? Not like Texas makes the best brisket. Like what's really your hot take on barbecue? Let me read you a few.
Yeah, give me some ideas.
I don't feel like this is a hot take. Meat quality matters more than the process.
That's kind of anti-barbecue. Barbecue was taking the cheapest cuts of meat and making it good, you know?
That's a very good point.
It is. It's not taking Wagyu and trying to make it the ultimate because it's already the ultimate. It's taking these lesser cuts that like a lot
ribs.
of times were thrown off. Yeah. They weren't worth anything. And that's how it kind of came about, being able to take a cheap, lesser cut of meat and turn it into something special.
Smoked bologna is delicious.
Oh, that's a hill I'll die on anyway. Heck yeah.
Brisket tasted better when it was cheap.
I never had cheap brisket. Ever since I've been cooking it, like you see these people that talk about, brisket in Texas is $2.99 a pound. I was like, when? We never had that. Like, you don't find, it's always been $9.99 around here.
Liquid smoke destroys the flavor.
That's a hill to die on.
I don't agree with that.
That's one thing that I don't own a bottle of is liquid smoke.
Yeah.
I can make you some. The condensation off that pit, put a pan in there and catch it. But
if I get a barbecue sauce that's got liquid smoke in it,
I'm not a fan. Yeah, I can pick it out.
Pellet grills aren't cheating.
Yeah, I mean, I ain't gonna die on the hill of it, but I agree. I think use what you got, man.
Yeah.
It's easy, yeah. Is it as good flavor wise? No. Is it convenient and easy, and can you get to cooking on it quick? And yes, there's pros and cons.
Chicken wings on theirs.
Oh yeah, 400-degree chicken wings.
Brisket is way overrated.
I beg to differ. Overrated.
Overrated.
Some of the best barbecue there is.
I think they haven't had good brisket.
Yeah, that's probably the case.
Because I mean, I've had some brisket that I've been like,
oh yeah, this ain't worth crap. But then I've had some that's like, this is a brisket. This is why. If you had it every day, you'd probably be sick of brisket too, though.
Oh yeah. Pulled pork is rookie entry level barbecue.
Yeah, I agree with that. Everybody ought to learn to cook pork first, right after bologna.
It goes bologna, chicken, pork.
I think it probably goes sausage, bologna. I don't know if chicken's harder to do than pulled pork. Pulled pork just takes time, but there's nothing to it. Chicken, you can screw up chicken. It's cheap.
That's true.
It's good to practice on, but I miss the days of cheap pork. when you could get a butt for 89 cents. You knew they were going to have 2 or 3 sales a year and get those 89-cent pound pork butts.
Load up the freezer.
Load up the freezer. You don't see that anymore. Now, if it gets to $1.39, you're doing good.
Well, I actually pulled, I got something to talk about later, seasonal rhythm and meat prices. All sauce goes on the side.
No, I'm not. No, I don't agree with that.
Ribs should not be fall off the bone.
Depends on how you like them.
Yeah. I love this one. The membrane on ribs is good and shouldn't be removed.
I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that at all. I mean, people could tell you that all day long. Don't take it off. It makes it. No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't.
I appreciate it. I don't think it should always be left on. But when it is,
I don't care.
You are
sucks.
anti.
Yeah. I don't like the membrane.
Mac and cheese is overrated.
I wouldn't get along with that.
Yeah. No way. Mac and cheese is overrated?
I know. Good brisket shouldn't be sauced. I kind of agree with that.
Yeah, I agree with that. At least sauce on the side of a brisket if you're going to do it. Don't just paint it all over it.
Ooh, salt and pepper to taste. Everything else covers up bad meat. Wah, wah. I disagree with that one.
Some people need to learn how to use salt and pepper.
Binders aren't necessary and don't add anything.
I can get along with that.
You ain't going to die on that hill, but you agree with it. Mustard sauce is better than tomato based.
Nope. No way.
Most barbecue restaurants have good sides, and that's it. I've been to some places I would agree with that, but then I've been to some places
where it's the opposite, where they have good meats and
horrible. Yeah. What did you rather have? If you're going out to spend good money on barbecue, would you rather go to a place where the meat is just killer and the sides are just horrendous, like canned pork and beans and a slaw that has no flavor,
and dry mac and cheese,
mac, or would you rather go to one that's just got their meat's okay, but their sides are phenomenal?
I mean, I can make sides.
So you'd rather have the meat?
I want the stellar meat.
Okay.
That's what you're paying for.
Yeah. What about you?
Sides are important. It's always half-assing sides.
See, like at Pinkerton's Barbecue in San Antonio, I thought everything was like the perfect level of good. It wasn't the best barbecue I've ever had. It wasn't the best size I've ever had. But I feel like for my money, I got a pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, everything was
a good deal.
Yeah, everything was up on par.
Yeah, so I'd rather have that than like one extreme or the other.
I would say I have lower expectations for restaurant barbecue.
Oh, 100%.
So, it's hard to say that in the majority, restaurant barbecue is not going to be near as good as you can cook at home. In the majority.
So we are going to San Antonio in November, and I've been looking up if we can, we might be able to go to Burnt Bean.
What?
Maybe.
What?
Or Pinkerton's. I don't know.
I am so down. We didn't get to make it to Burnt Bean because they don't have weird hours. They have pretty normal hours for like a barbecue joint down there, but we were just always available at night, never available during the day, and that's when it's open. So
yeah, it's going to depend on our schedule. If not, we might have to do Pinkerton's or some other San Antonio.
Mm-hmm.
Well, so tell everybody about that event since you brought it up. What are we going to do?
It is in Hondo, Texas. Al Frugoni is putting it on. It's a live fire cooking event, November 7th.
Don't give me the line. You got to pull it up. Where's the website? You can get all the details right here. Shills.
November 8th.
November 8th.
It's Texas Open Fire Meetup.
November the 8th in Hondo, Texas. You could probably buy tickets at this website.
It's going to be really cool. Al Frugoni's putting it on. A lot of live fire, a lot of food, demonstrations, things like that.
There's a contest involved, isn't it?
I think so.
Kids contest on that day.
Because you're judging a kids contest.
Something, yeah. I'm one of the judges. That's what I'm going to do. Whatever it is, I'm judging it. So y'all better bring it. Kids better bring it too.
General admission is $55. So
okay. Man, that's a pretty stout ticket. What do you get for $55?
All you can eat,
Oh, well,
samples to all the food. And you get to vote on the People's Choice Awards.
okay.
So basically, you just get to walk around and eat a bunch of food.
Eat barbecue from all these content creators from all over that are coming to it.
And I imagine it's not just going to be like typical barbecue. This is all. This will be some steaks.
Does it have listed who's all's coming? I mean, I know just Al topping it off, telling me there's people coming from Mexico. There's people coming from Argentina. There's going to be all kinds of different demos going on. It's not just, oh, we're cooking pulled pork and, ribs and brisket. It's going to be all different kinds of stuff.
I don't see like a
list of everything.
Yeah.
What's that? What's that website? If people want to go to
openfiremeetup.com.
Openfiremeetup.com. You can find the dates. You can get your tickets. You can probably get a hotel in San Antonio. I don't know if there's anything close to Hondo now.
No.
We're having to stay in San Antonio.
It's like a 35 to 45-minute drive from San Antonio.
Oh,
so it's not bad.
It is.
The problem is Hondo is west and Burnt Bean is east.
Oh, we got to go smooth across San Antonio?
We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
But if we can do it, we're gonna make it happen.
I got a little training.
Tyler's going to drive. Tyler's willing to drive.
I've already rented a minivan, Tyler.
Oh, yeah. You're going to want one of those when we get through with it, Tyler.
Probably.
You're going to be loading the kids and wife up in the minivan.
Oh, I'd get another minivan right now.
When you turn 30, you got to get you a minivan. You still got several years to go.
So Dan in the community, he posted about chuck roast. He saw that chuck roast at his store at Costco was $9.99 a pound, and the prime brisket was $5.78 a pound.
Man, get that brisket all day. Get that brisket all day.
But then yesterday I was talking to Todd about pork belly prices. He's like, I've been finding them super cheap. So anyway, all this got me thinking, and I asked old ChatGPT why that is. And he gave me a breakdown of the seasonal rhythm to pork and beef pricing. It's not just random.
They
me tell you?
it every year, huh?
Huh?
They let the prices rise and fall every year?
Yes.
Yeah, you can tell me all about it. I'm interested.
So in brisket, if you want brisket, it's cheaper in January to March, late summer, and post Labor Day. So now would be a good time to get brisket.
Now would be?
Late summer, early fall.
Yeah, because you get them old drought cows. They've been struggling all summer. They ain't near as good as them winter fed ones.
The prices.
I want the big fat ones that are January, February.
Oh, those prices, that's April through July.
I wonder if it just goes when people are consuming more of it. Because, they're getting top dollar during the barbecue months for all the, and then when it gets into winter, nobody's cooking brisket as much or that's kind of what I always thought is how it fluctuates. But I do know quality kind of, we could tell when you were getting summer fed cows versus winter fed cows. You could definitely tell a difference in the meat.
Yeah, there was some competition guys that would buy all.
They buy it all in the winter, so they know where they were getting those cows that had been fed out all winter, and they were good to go and had put on the most weight to survive. And then they butcher those and sell them, and those are just really, really good meat.
But they'd buy a freezer full to last them all year long.
All year long,
Ribeyes and steaks.
I know beef is high right now. Like they're projecting it to go even higher.
Ribeyes and steaks, the cheapest time you're going to get them is October to January.
Same thing, I guess?
Yep. April to July are prime grilling months, so they're higher.
I've never known them ribeye not to be high. It's always more expensive.
Yeah, that's true. Pork belly is the cheapest from October to January. So that's why he was finding cheaper pork bellies. And it's higher April to August. I'm starting to think all these are running this cycle.
So it seems
it's all of it's cheaper winter months, higher barbecue season. So right now,
chicken wings. I bet chicken wings are higher in the.
All right,
chicken wings are probably higher in the fall.
Hams, the highest. They're cheap from January to March.
Yeah, but during the holiday season, hams.
And they're higher November, December.
Turkeys get cheaper during Thanksgiving though. They don't go up. Like you go buy a turkey, say in June, you're gonna pay way more for a frozen turkey than you would.
You can find one.
Yeah, if you can find one, yeah.
So chicken wings, they're cheap in the spring and the fall, and they're the highest in January and February and the summer grilling months.
That makes sense, I guess.
But chicken leg quarters flex more with demand.
I think more are consumed around Super Bowl time. More chicken wings are consumed, so I imagine and I know that's when our stores jack the prices up. It doesn't last for a long time, but there's a couple weeks there where you're going to pay out the nose for some chicken wings because of the ball games.
So, now's the time to apparently buy
Your
beef
meats.
and pork.
Yeah, you can
Stock
start buying it
pepper.
now. Stock up.
And a lot of big box stores are clearing out charcoals grills. Now's the time to get some half price charcoal bags.
Most of them are probably already gone. They've already got, if the Halloween isn't completely taken over, it's Christmas right behind it. I know, like, just say our Walmarts and Lowe's, for instance, man, they'll start clearing out the summer seasonal, they call it, where the grills and all that are, and they'll bring in all their holiday stuff.
But I've just seen a lot of people in the community say they found half price bags of charcoal and half price bags pellets and stuff like
Weber
that.
grills on sale, pellet grills on sale.
Yeah.
Somebody posted those red, white, and blue Weber kettles that we like so much for like $50.
What?
And I was like, that's insane. And if those lasted longer than a day, I'd be thoroughly impressed.
Oh, there's nothing wrong. I got one.
Yeah, but we did not pay $50 for it.
It was like 120, wasn't it? 119?
No, it was closer to 2, wasn't it?
No, it was just a base model. They weren't that expensive.
I don't remember.
I think it was 119.
Okay.
This is the time of year I usually.
But I had to buy a metal pail to put under it because it doesn't really have an ash catcher. It's just got that little dome shield thing.
Yeah, this is the time of year that people in the community just start posting crazy stuff like that. Like I think last year I saw
deals.
Pit Boss, I think it's their Lexington pellet grills or whatever. Like somebody bought one for like $75, brand new in the box. It was like the bad to the bone, like
$75.
Yeah,
cleared it out
because they're just trying to like get rid of it because they need the space. Like they have nowhere else to put these grills. So be on the lookout. I think the only thing they really stock year long that I see is Blackstones. That's the only thing I really see.
I see people using those year round too.
Well,
at least during football season.
Absolutely.
So, Sweet Cheeks Barbecue posted in the community wanted some thoughts on a buffalo chopper. Considering
I've used one, but I've never tried to buy one.
Just wanting to know reviews on it. Like, how do you think a buffalo chopper works? What is a buffalo chopper, first of all?
So, basically, it's this big bowl that goes around in a circle. It runs through this motor, and in that motor, there's a blade that spins and chops up whatever rides around in that bowl. Best way to explain it.
It's very commonly used for pulled pork in restaurants. Some places. Some places.
I don't like it. Why? I mean, why would you do that when it's so easy if you cook that butt properly just to shred it up by hand and pick out? Now, the only place I've ever used them is like at an event where they were really trying to turn out pounds and pounds and pounds of pulled pork. They didn't care about the consistency of it, didn't really care about the quality of it. They were just trying to get through it. They filled the smoker up as much as butts they could put on it, take it off, you chop it all, package it up, and it's going out. But as far as just using one, I think your quality is much better if you'll pull those butts individually. And just use the bone. Cook them to the bone pops out. Grab that bone, pop it, shred it up, pick out any big fat that didn't render. Most of it should render if it's cooked right. And it just makes a better pork. It doesn't chop it all up to where it turns into mush. The bad thing about that buffalo chopper, if you ride it around too many turns, it's just going to go to a mush.
Paste.
Yeah. You can only get like 2 passes on it, and that's it. But I'll tell you what it works great for is coleslaw. In a restaurant setting, that's where I've used them before. We made coleslaw with it. I mean, not every day, but, most every other day this was back telling my age when I was like 16-year-olds working at Sonic. That was my first experience with a buffalo chopper. That's when we made slaw in it every day.
They let you 16-year-olds use a buffalo chopper?
We weren't coddled back then.
That seems like a good way to lose a finger.
You don't run your arm up. I wouldn't stick my arm up in there. That's common sense. Darwinism right there. Go ahead, you do it once. Probably it's like that's the way they get you to not work for them.
Do you remember that
one?
Don't
need this guy dumb enough to stick his arm in the buffalo.
FAFO.
Do you remember that one tool y'all used you would attach it to a power drill?
Yeah, so that was called a Roman port puller. And those things work pretty good too. You could take 2 or 3 butts and drop them down like in a food grade 5-gallon bucket or a Cambro. And this thing went on the end of a power drill. It had like a rod on it and it had like 3 little spikes at the end. They weren't sharp or anything. They were kind of blunt, but they stuck down. And then you just spin the drill, and as it spun, it would shred the butts apart. And so that thing worked pretty good too. I mean, it makes it kind of stringy though.
Yeah.
I'm still, man, the best way is just to hand pull it. Hand pulled pork is so much better. I mean, I guess if you've got, the problem is you're doing so much volume and you are really worried about the time it takes, you might want to do it. But other than that, I don't see a use to doing it.
Do you remember that?
Quality's not near as good.
No. I can tell if I go get a pulled pork sandwich and I'm like, they ran it through a buffalo chopper.
Yeah.
I'm like,
it's not even pulled at that point. It's chopped.
Yeah.
I mean, and that's why I'm like, if I go to a restaurant like Tops or one of these old school joints around here, I'm asking for my butt pulled. Because if not, you're probably going to get it chopped. That's just what they do. Now, some of them still hit it with a cleaver. They'll put it on a board and they'll chop it up, but it's still chopped. I'd rather have it pulled. I think the texture's better, the consistency's better. You get some of the crunchy in there still. Pulled and crunchy. That's the way I like to order it.
do you remember the time, this has been recently, we were catering for some event and we had, was it 30 butts we had to pull?
Mm-hmm.
And we were like, oh, that's 15 for you, 15 for me. That ain't nothing.
Yeah. What was that for? Palmer Home?
No, I think it was for a graduation party.
Oh, was it? Okay. Yeah, it's not. It didn't take, I mean, you're doing 15.
Halfway through, I was like, oh, my
You're
fingers.
tired of pulling?
Yeah.
Oh, no, it's like 30 minutes of pulling is all it takes.
It took us almost an hour to pull.
No.
Yes, it did.
I don't remember that. It took you an hour.
I'm pretty fast at pulling pulled pork now.
Yeah.
That's one thing that's one skill I've learned over the years.
The How to Barbecue Right podcast is brought to you by our friends at Primo Grills. Shell, did you know that Primo is the only ceramic grill made right here in the good old USA?
What? Are you telling me that Primo grills are proudly crafted here in the USA, ensuring top-notch quality and support for local craftsmanship?
I sure am. Plus, Primo Grill not only delivers mouth-watering flavor, but because of their innovative oval design and superior ceramic construction, Primo Grills also gives you a ton of cooking versatility.
Whether you're smoking low and slow or searing a steak to perfection, Primo Grills gives you the consistent heat distribution for mouth-watering results every time.
What she said, y'all. Y'all visit primogrill.com and check them out.
And Debbie, she saw in your overnight pulled pork video that you had a butt tool that you used to like...
Pick them up?
Yeah.
That one, I've got several of them, but I'm pretty sure that one I used probably came from Traeger.
Yeah, Traeger had
It was one of their accessories.
They called it a Buttula.
Buttula. And I've got another one that's kind of like a little fork that I used to have someone made and send me. But all it is like a wide, short-handled spatula.
Victorinox makes one.
Yeah, they have one. Victorinox makes one. You can find what I really like to use, and when we cook on our big old hickory, we cook a lot of butts. It's a short-handled pizza peel, the metal pizza peel, not a wooden pizza peel, because it's thin metal. It's stout enough to hold up to a butt, and it's thin enough to slide up under it really easy. And it's a little bit wider than that spatula, but it handles a whole butt really easy, and it cleans up real good too. So you can find one of those probably on Amazon, I would imagine. But,
or a restaurant supply store.
But you could probably look up Traeger's website, and they probably still sell that Buttula, I would imagine. It's just a wider, heavy-duty spatula.
Buttula is kind of a harder word to spell, but...
I'll tell you what you might get.
What you might get. So Glenn had a question. So he never lets his green egg get above 250. But yesterday he did a 7.5 point flat on a medium-sized egg. And the meat was at 160 in about 90 minutes. He inserted the probe a few different places, and it was still reading 160. So he wrapped it, and it was at 200 in another 90 minutes.
Somebody forgot to tell that egg not to get above 250. Dude was rocking.
So he's like, why am I hitting these internals so fast?
He's cooking at 375 or 400 instead of 250.
He said, is my thermometer bad?
Check that dome. If you're going by that dome thermometer and that green egg, definitely check it. Especially it's been out in the elements too. I don't trust those things at all. I would get like a wired probe one or something you could clip to the grate in there to really know what you're cooking at. Because I guarantee you, especially if you had that, what's it called, the egg diverter or whatever thing, it's like their heat plate that goes underneath the cooking grate. Mm-hmm. If you cooked a brisket with that thing in there to 160 and 90 minutes, it was rocking. It was hot.
Close to 400.
Yeah, you probably felt it when you opened the thing. I mean, for real, that's hot. It'd be hard pressed to do that, under 350.
Yeah, he said it was.
Do it under 350.
He said it wasn't tender and juicy.
Yeah, it's probably more like a well done steak as the texture it would take on. That's pretty hot to get one done that fast. He said it was 6 or 7 pounds.
Yeah, 7.5.
Yeah. Should have cooked it about 40 minutes a pound. So yeah, there's still several hours.
Not an hour and a half.
Not an hour and a half.
Yeah, or 2 hours. Yeah. So Joe, his only grill right now is a 14-inch kettle.
Okay.
Any ideas how to cook ribs on that grill?
You could do some party ribs on it. You do like 14-inch. Man, that's the little small tabletop one.
Is
right?
it?
Yeah, because the junior's 18-inch, so it's even smaller than that. I mean, I would do party ribs. I'd cut them up into individual bones and I wouldn't crowd them. I'd just put as many as you could around the circle on them and rock and roll. And I don't even know if they make a vortex that small for your heat.
It is the little tabletop one. Yeah.
That'd be tough. That would be real tough.
I don't even know if you could do a half slab.
I don't think so.
I don't even know if you could do it like
I think you could get 6. I'm thinking you might get 8 bones on it, maybe 8 cut up individually. But still, if you try to twos on it, because you don't want the fire right under it, that's gonna be tough. That'd be a challenge. To cook some ribs on a 14-inch Weber kettle.
You couldn't make them go that way. You'd have to make them go that way.
I'm thinking they got to fan out, but by the time they're gonna almost be touching, I don't know, man. That would be tough.
Maybe burgers and steaks.
Yeah, stick to some burgers or steaks, maybe some chicken wings. Ribs would be hard.
So, John.
Pork chop, that would be good on there.
Oh, yeah.
You could do a pork steak. One at a time. You could do a pork steak for sure.
So John, he bought like a fourth of a cow. You know how people do that. And he got spare ribs. And he wants to do them 2 different ways. He's going to smoke half of them, but he wants a new idea for the other half of his spare ribs.
You got to be more specific on the kind of rib there.
Beef short ribs.
Okay. So
it's beef shorts.
I mean, 2 ways. Well, here's now you're going to have somebody cut them for you because I would cut them.
They're already cut.
They're already cut into flanking?
Yes, they're already cut in flankings.
All of them? Or does he have some that are long bones?
The picture I saw,
they're all flanking ribs.
Were flanking.
So I would do an Asian marinade on one, and then I'd kind of go Mexican style on the other, and it's called tablitas. I think is what they call them, and it's really, really good. They use, just think of it as almost like a peppery marinade, kind of a Mexican style, like you would marinate fajitas or something in, or al pastor. One of those kind of marinades works really good on those beef flanking ribs like that. And then you just grill them hot and fast and keep turning them until they get to where you want them. And a lot of times you'll just wrap them up in full at the end, let them sit, and they'll kind of get tender as they're sitting there. Now, the Korean flanking ribs are really good, and it's all about the marinade. So you just mix up like a soy sauce-based marinade, all different kinds of fresh ingredients in it. You can look up a recipe. I've got recipes on them if you want to send them to them. On both those styles, and they are excellent. They're really, really good.
I like those little.
You still got the whole ribs now. I'd probably think about doing like dino bone style. It's kind of like cooking a brisket, basically, and those are good like that too. Those little flanking ribs are good.
I love the little flanking ribs.
Mm-hmm. They do them a lot of times at Vietnamese restaurants. It was like the appetizer. Really good.
The few times I've had them, they were a little overcooked or maybe undercooked. I don't know.
I mean, it's more gnawing.
Yeah.
Like they're not going to be melted in your mouth tender, but it's good little bites biting them off that little bone.
Yours are pretty tender when
it depends. Like the longer you let them sit wrapped up and full, it seems like they get a little more tender. But I have even got my grill flavor on them that I want, get some char on them, throw them in a pan, put a little liquid in there, let them braise over to the side and steam. Because, I mean, there's really no like, well, you got to cook these medium rare or anything like that. No, you're wanting to get them done without.
Get them tender.
Get them tender.
You could put them in.
You could do any kind of marinade you want and they'd be good. As long as it goes with beef.
Would you ever consider putting them in like some juice and braising them first and then
do them at
grilling?
The end? I guess you could. I mean, I've never tried. You could probably sous vide them and get them tender. And
That's a good
finish
idea.
them off over hot coals to get, to kind of sear the outside. And that would I wouldn't want to suck them down too tight because you don't want the bones to bust the bags in there, but it would work. Because I don't think you don't like pull every bit of air out. You just kind of get it submerged in the liquid and in the bath. I hadn't really played with that much, but that'd be interesting because you could probably get them really tender that way.
Yeah, you don't sous vide too often.
For sauces. I like using it as a warmer.
Yeah, you use it to warm or reheat.
Oh, sous vide and reheating pork is excellent. That's a great way to do it. If you got the time and the space.
We've used it for reheating baked beans before.
We throw 2 sous vide motors on a cooler, like attach it to the side of a cooler and fill that cooler up with water and drop your packs of pulled pork off in there. Man, it'll hold it all day. It's better than Alto Shams. It can't dry out. It's in its own juice in that package at a controlled temperature. I don't know the food, like don't do that for business. I don't know. You need to go check with your local health department, see if that's something you can do, if they allow it. But it works great. I will tell you that. And for home use, it works really good.
Or for events.
Yeah. For giving out free barbecue.
Yeah. Well, Mal, that's really all I have for you today.
That's it? That was too fast, Shell.
What do you got going on this weekend?
I'm going to do a little barbecue crawling on Saturday. Hit a few Memphis joints up with some friends.
Where are we going?
We're going to do sausage and cheese and cold beer, cold gold tops. They'll probably be in a pitcher form.
They don't have gold tops at Rendezvous.
I guarantee you they do.
I thought they only had that one beer.
That was a long time ago.
Okay.
They used to be, all they had was Michelob Light, the real Michelob Light, not this ultra crap.
And it was only, you could only get pitchers.
Draft, yeah. Now draft they've got full bar and they've got different flavors now. But we're going to start out with sausage and cheese and beer.
There was something else I thought we were
breakfast.
Getting.
Free rib bone.
Oh, yeah. And then you're getting the rendezvous style rib bones and their slaw, I think, the mustard slaw. And then we're going to go over to the barbecue shop and get some spaghetti and some pulled pork sandwiches, some more cold beers, probably some more gold tops. Then we're going to go over to Central Barbecue and have wings and nachos
and bologna.
So we're hitting all the Memphis classics.
Yeah.
Got the ribs, you got the bologna, nachos.
Mm-hmm.
Spaghetti.
You get everything you need.
Yeah.
Everything you need. Taste-O Memphis right there.
It kind of is.
And then we're going to watch football. And then Sunday, I got to go to New Orleans. Yeah. Good times.
We're going to try to hit up
we're going to Pesh, aren't we?
Yeah, we're going to try to hit up a restaurant in New Orleans.
Yeah. I think we're going to go to Pesh.
We've gone to Pesh before. It's supposed to be really good. I was disappointed when we went. That was years ago. We're going to give it another try.
Give it another go. All right. Sounds good to me. You're going to end up at Caesars at the Sportsbook, checking your bets. What's the lock of the week this week? If you had to throw one out, is it Tennessee? What is it? Tennessee minus 7.5, probably, right?
Are we talking college football?
Yeah, we're not talking pros right now.
Hold on. I'm asking.
I'm saying, here's my parlay. Here's my quick.
Do you think chat's going to know what lock of the week is?
No. I would say go ahead, jump on Notre Dame and Tennessee. And if you're brave, go ahead and put some money on them Rebels because I think they're fixing to take the Tigers down to vault Hemingway this weekend. That line has moved the other way. When it came out, LSU was favored. Now LSU's catching some points. What are you showing right now? I was showing 1.5 when I looked the other day.
Well, this is just the lock of the week. FSU
over Virginia
is, -7 is a favorite spread
they scored
for the week.
Like over 50 the past 2 weeks in a row. So why is that line so small?
And
why are they thinking Virginia is going to play them that close?
Another one is Houston at Oregon State. They're favoring the over 47.
I don't mess with that.
I don't mess with
I like Oregon.
big
I
spreads.
do like Oregon at Penn. I do like Oregon beating Penn State. I don't think Penn State's played anybody. I do like Tennessee over the Bulldogs. I hate to say it for you, Shell, but the Bulldogs are probably going to go down. I do like Notre Dame.
I mean, I'm cheering for
Arkansas's
them.
in trouble. They're in a daggum spiral. They have lost to Ole Miss and they have lost to Memphis, and they think Notre Dame's going to come down there and just lay over for them. And Notre Dame really can't afford to lose another game this year. They might even be out of the playoff contention.
I'd like to see Arkansas beat Notre Dame.
I wouldn't like to. It's going to happen. I don't want it to happen. I want the SEC and my buddies over there in Arkansas to be happy.
Well, that's what I said. Arkansas beat.
Oh, you said you would like to see Notre Dame.
Oh, no. I want to see Arkansas beat Notre Dame.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I don't think we can wheel that. But anyway.
I'd like to see Mississippi State beat Tennessee. I don't think it's going to happen.
It's going to happen. Oh, we got another big game. Georgia and Alabama's this week.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
There's no take on that. Georgia should win, but you never know.
Yeah, I expect Georgia to win. That's who I put my bet on.
All right. Well, appreciate y'all hanging out with us today. Tell them a little bit of the community.
Yeah, if y'all want to know, first of all, we got all of our questions here today, most of them from the Let's Get to Cooking community over on Facebook.com/H2Q community. Share your recipes with us all weekend long. I'm in the comment section usually answering stuff, but if I'm not there or they're not there, then there's tons of awesome qualified people that are answering your questions in there. So it's really a really cool place.
It's a nice little wealth of knowledge from everyone.
Everybody's super cool most of the time. So
yeah, I did have to cancel a comment.
We got
happen.
Getting a little political. We don't play politics in our community.
Yeah, it happens every night.
There's two or three news stations you can turn into and argue with them people.
That's the place you come and you don't have to think about that mess.
Yeah, we're just thinking smoke and good food and football.
We try to be the reason you stay on Facebook.
Yeah. That's right. And cold beer.
If you'd like to connect with Malcom, it's HowToBBQRight on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and of course, YouTube. If you'd like to connect with me, it's Miss Southern Shell on Instagram and TikTok.
All right. Appreciate y'all hanging out with us. We will be back next week to do it again. Till then, we gone.